Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Bishop is back, and welcome to my chessboard. Now, today, we are going to be looking at the one and only 100 Puppets performance of Sasori. I just picked this guy up last night, got him for free. I'm feeling good about that. And before you motherfuckers say anything about, no, Sasori's fodder. Oh, he's fodder, he sucks. Sasori sucks in this game. He's not good. He's not meta. You can't run meta with him. Yeah, I know he's not meta, but I'm about to prove you wrong about where he, quote, sucks. Because he doesn't actually suck. You just can't blitz with him, you stupid little weeb. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go right into his skills. Now, Sasori 3.0 is a lot different than Sasori 1.0 and 2.0. This Sasori got a lot better in 3.0. He got a lot more useful. So let's look at his mystery now. Secret Red Jutsu Gimmick Puppets. It's a prompt skill. Immediately summon up to 4 Gimmick Puppets. When you have 4 Gimmick Puppets in your lineup, this is before using the mystery. If you already have 4 puppets on the field, this skill will be replaced by, and quote, causes damage up to 9 of the opponent's units in the formation, and the effective units, or all the units, will suffer from poison, and a selected target will actually suffer from low float. So what does this mean is that you can actually start combos with this version of Sasori now. He can be in slot 1 or 2 and initiate combos. And his chakra, he can be used round 2 instead of round 3 now. It doesn't cost 60 chakra to use this skill anymore. Now it's 40. The cooldown rate is still 3 rounds. That hasn't changed. But a lot changed with this mystery, as you can see. A lot changed with it. Got a lot better. Next, Puppet Summoning Gimmick Puppet. Summon 1 to 3 gimmick puppets to the field. A Gimmick Puppet's attack will always cause poisoning. So, just like the Kabuto clones, you know how, like, annoying they are. They're just, at the end of the round, they're going to run out and smack you with their swords, and they're going to cause poisoning. And I'm not saying Kabuto's clones cause poison unless you have Water Main with Poison Tie, but you get the comparison. Next, Secret Red Jutsu Quick Repair. Before the first action in a round, heal all puppets in your formation, and this is including himself. So he'll heal the Gimmick Puppets, he will heal himself, and he will heal other people's puppets like Chio and Konkuro. Next, Puppet Substitution Jutsu. If Gimmick Puppets exist in the field, on the death of Sasori, sacrifice the puppet with the least life, resurrect Sasori, and recover a certain percentage of life. So when he dies, if there's a puppet still on the field, he'll come right back up. Next, a very important buff to his character. This skill got buffed. So, Fire Barrage. It will cause ninjutsu and fire attribute damage. Triggered with at least 10 combos, attack 2 of the opponent's lineup and will cause these units to suffer from ignition. Receive an extra standard attack after using this skill. Okay, so that sweetens the deal a little bit on his passive summoning for his puppets. You see where this is going? Okay, so let's say I summon 2 puppets on his first action, and then I trigger 10 combos. Not that hard to trigger 10 combos these days. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's a lot of ninjas that are going to help you out with that. So, and if he triggers 10 combos, he's going to get an extra standard attack. So, therefore, he's going to summon more puppets. Let's say he summons 2 more. So, that means I have 4 puppets on the field. Next round, I can use his mystery skill and cause poisoning up to 9 units and start a combo from low float. Okay? Do you see where that just went? Okay, so you think, well, he might not be that ass after all. He's very, very good with people like Hidan. He's a passive player. He's a passive player now. He doesn't rely on buffs. He will passively ignite with 10 combos. He will passively poison with his gimmick puppets. He will passively do these things and wear you down. That's what he's meant for. That's what you should use him for. He will be absolutely fantastic with Han. I implore any of you who have Han, the Five Tails Jinchuriki, and anyone else who has Sasori 100 Puppets performance, I strongly recommend you try that combo out. I strongly recommend that. Just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. I recommend you either run a healer or someone who can control on a chase like Mei. Mei and Sasori would be a fantastic combo. Not only does the barrier cause poison at the start of her action, but she'll also cause ignition with her mystery. Therefore, he will also cause ignition as well. And I think they will be a fantastic pair together. But let's look at his stat growth. So I have him fully cultivated. He's gold +2. That's as far as I cared to get him. So his life growth is 1,529. This is above average. This is pretty good. His attack growth, 1,357. This is also very, very much above average. That's so his puppets will do some damage to you when they hit you. His defense growth is 1,097. That's slightly above average. Ninjutsu growth, 795. That's below average. That's awful. I mean, his passive heal for his puppets and to himself, first of all, it isn't that brilliant to begin with, so I would just ignore his ninjutsu growth. Next is resistance growth, 868. So that's just slightly below average. That's just slightly below average. So without further ado, we're going to go into this fight, and I'm going to show you how he starts to work. So him with Hidan, dangerous combo right here already. We got the barrier out. So we're going to get that combo out. Boom. Ignition. Now he gets 2 standard attacks. There's 1. Boom. 4 puppets right there. Boom. 4 puppets right there. We start the combo out right now. Control that back player. Boom. Look at that. Look at that cheese. So who are we going to select now? We're going to select this bottom Kakashi clone. I'm going to select him. Mei's going to come out, apply more poison on top of that ignition to that 1 clone right there. Now the puppet's going to come out and start stacking that poison. So what are we going to do now? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. Here comes Sasori. This looks dope, too. Boom! Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Whole team poisoned, controlled. Boom. Boom. There we go. Now we got a full row of puppets. So you can see, I just demonstrated. You can see now what this team is what he is actually capable of. All right? So look at that. Look what I just did. Boom. I've officially crippled the other opponent's team. Now, I know it's going to be a little different. These are Kakashi clones, and I know there is a lot of AoE attacks out there. All these AoE attacks that can easily dispatch these puppets, which is why I recommend that you also have a healer with you, so you can sustain Sasori, so you can keep him alive, and anyone else, really. A good support system. A Hanzo would also be a fantastic person to go with 100 Puppet Sasori. And, you know, I know some of you are like, ugh, dude, stop talking. We get it. But I really want you guys to stop underestimating some of these characters, because they're really not that bad. I know a lot of you actually appreciate me going into detail about this, because some of you will just look at 100 Puppet Sasori and think, ugh, he's fodder. And I don't want you to look at him as fodder, because he's really, as you can see, he's not that bad. He's really not that bad. He's not meta. He's not. All right. I'll be the first to admit that. No, he's not meta, but he's not bad either. He's a cut above Asuma Windblade. I can tell you that right now. He's way better than Asuma Windblade. I'd say he's better than fucking Mifune. I'd say he's better than him. Definitely better than the Killer Beast Samihara. Better than Yagura. You can make some really badass teams with this. So, as for moods, by the way, don't hold me to those comparisons. All right, don't hold me to these comparisons. Just listen. Now we're moving on to the mood. So plus 5% on life and minus on ninjutsu. I would either go for life, defense, or resistance. You want Sasori to be able to sort of sustain tank. And by sustain tank, like a passive tank. He's a passive tank. He can get up if there are puppets on the field. Someone like Death Possession Blood Hidan, he's a passive tank. He's going to get up after 2 rounds without any further assistance. So these two are passive tanks. They can just keep getting up as long as certain requirements are met. If Hidan isn't sealed away by stuff like the Totsuka Blade or Mabui's Mystery, he'll get back up. If Sasori has puppets on the field and he dies, he'll get back up. So my suggestion is to not have him in the first slot. I strongly recommend that you don't use him for the first slot. I do recommend that you have him in the back, so that when he does summon his puppets will immediately just go out there, swing at your opponent, and have them get poisoned at the end of the round. And his mystery is really for, I don't blitz with him. Just don't blitz with him. You're going to want a solid control and heal team to pair him up if you do want to have him in any sort of meta competition. If you want to pair him up with Han, like I said before, that would be ingenious. That would be perfect. And you know what? I'm going to pat myself on the back because I am the first person from server 257 to get 100 Puppets Performance Sasori. And for once, I'm using my own account. I'm always using Mizu's or Kika's account or someone else's account for these reviews, and I'm using my own this time. So I put a lot of thought into this one because he's so overlooked, and I've never seen anyone using him unless it's for shits. And I hope after I see this video, some people will try him out. In Arena, for example, this team would go fantastically in Arena. Is he good for Lightning main? No, I just didn't feel like changing main characters. But I've been rambling on enough. I'm sure you guys get the point now. It's very specific. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic evening. Thank you all. Oh, all right, Poon Slayer. Okay, we're going to see this team in action. We're going to see that. Actually, screw this. We're going to see this team in action, son. All right, bring it on, buddy. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see what this team's got. Ooh. Okay. I mean, it's not really fair. Oh, look at that. He slept my puppet instead of me. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Poon Slayer. You chose the wrong time to try and attack me. You chose the wrong time, son. Oh, here we go. It's GG right here. It's GG, man. Shout out to Poon for making a cameo appearance, testing out my Sasori team. But anyway, with that, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We got 350 subscribers. That's dope. We just hit 300 like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Not even. And like, yeah, about 2 weeks ago. And now we're halfway to 400. Like, you've got to be kidding me, guys. You guys are the coolest. You guys are the coolest. I'm sorry. I know this video is dragging on and on. I'll stop now. So have a fantastic, fantastic evening. And I will see you in the next video. See you later, guys.